What's up, guys? Gunnar Anderson again, and we have another game from David Yomtobian. So he's white this time against the same opponent. So he played e4, and his opponent goes for the French. Um, David decides to play this tricky line, which is fine. Black should actually do this, as far as I know. And he's actually up a tempo over another line in the Caro-Kann, and the extra tempo is this one. So it's pretty good for Black, actually. Black's a bit better. But there's nothing wrong with this either, of course. Now, yeah, d3 is just not a great move, unfortunately. But you can kind of play d3 with g3 and bishop g2. Oh, like this. And you can just kind of say, okay. So better would have been e5. And there's this really silly trap. It's called the Jackal Trap. You could try. My friend Brian Wall likes to do it. So you do this. Then you go here. And he says it's like the 4-move checkmate for grandmasters. And what happens is a lot of people do that. And then they take on b2. Then they take on a1. But then you go here. So you lose your rook for free. Which, you know, not usually ideal. If you don't, he would go here. But then we would go here. And then we're just mating him. And we're also playing rook b1 as well. So he doesn't have any good options. But yeah, let's say he does this, which he should. Now we go here. And if he goes here, we take on c6. Mate on e7 is inevitable. You can play f6, take, take. And this position is clearly winning for white. I think it's mate already here. Yeah. That being said, he can also take here. And then take here, and it's important not to take this, although you're in check anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if you could take here, he would go backwards. So you gotta take on g5 instead. And this position's pretty good for white, especially if your opponent doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, so actually maybe it's not even that horrible, but it's an interesting trap, and Black has to play perfectly to get a position that's pretty bad in any case. So that would have been a better try than d3. But, yeah, this is what happens. And ed is just not good. You shouldn't play this way. So now, you wasted 2 tempi. You played d3 and then you played d4. So Black was able to gain some time with this c4 move. And this was probably the biggest mistake in this game, was b3. b3 is really, really bad because now it weakens this square. And in any case, Black wants to play bishop b4. When he plays c4, he's kind of signaling that he wants to play bishop to b4. But now you're really incentivizing him to do so, and it gets even worse. So bishop b4, putting you in a pin. And this loses, obviously, which I'm sure you saw. But we just take twice and go knight e4. And okay, this was the better move, because obviously this can't happen now. Bishop b2 back, and even he could have played, I think, like some move like queen a5. Probably would have been pretty nasty to deal with. That being said, the move he played is not too bad either. Castle was pretty strong. So after bc, now he goes queen a5, and he's also going to play rook e8. So c3, rook e8. He's threatening to just win the game. Bishop e2. He just takes, and there's not really a good response here, to be honest. What you did was bad because of this, and the game will end pretty quickly, like this, for example. Yeah. But a better move would have been to try this, and then run away. And Black actually, I think he needs to consolidate correctly, but I think Black is still clearly better. Because these are a little undeveloped, and White's king sucks on f1 for sure, but I don't know. I mean, there's a few moves I think that might not be the best for Black, like you need to be a little careful about this stuff. So in any case, Black is winning here though, just because in the past, he played better. Like, You just left your king in the center too long. And this was also the case in the last game where one side developed quickly and they were able to just play super aggressively and just win. But the other side was kind of on the back foot because they wasted time in the opening. So here, like, you kind of wasted time with d3 and then d4. And you also wasted time with b3. And that's why Black was able to achieve such a strong position. And he ended up winning. So in the future, I would recommend either playing e5, or you could also play like this too. This is fine. Like, I would recommend d4 on move 2 in any case. You can do the jackal trap anyway, and then play like either knight d2 or knight c3 or pawn to e5. Those are all decent moves. So, yeah.